My name's Ben. I'm making a game in Unity. If you've just joined, this is my devlog. I think it's number 15. And today I'm going to be talking about burnout. Yeah, not a nice thing, but it's hit me. But before we do, onto the beer. Got an old hooky, gone for something old school. Normally have a craft beer, but going for an old ale. Yeah. That's different. Anyway, so I'm late with my devlog a few days, and I did have a whole video recorded that I shot, but unfortunately I had my hand over the microphone for most of it, which is a pain in the arse because it didn't come out properly. So I can't put that video up. It's just a waste of time. So what I thought I'd do is just sort of retrospective. And what's happened is, over the last 2 weeks, I think I've burnt myself out pretty badly actually. Work's been really, really busy. I've brought a lot of it home with me, which is really easy to do when you're working from home because, you know, you turn your computer off and you turn your next computer on and you're in the same environment, same place. Anyway, long story short, like it's been pretty shit really. I've struggled to get motivated. I found it hard to get to sleep. I'm tired all the time. I'm exercising more than ever, to be honest, so that's one plus. Doing a lot of running, walking, riding, which is great, but I've just not been with it. I just don't feel connected at all. Getting really snappy with people, and I remember making a flippant remark about this, about a flippant comment rather, about Indie Game the movie and how they were all like boo on the film. And I do believe to this day they were still dramatising a lot of that, but there is a lot of reality in being an indie game developer, and that is you are on your own, you are making a game by yourself, for a lot of us anyway, and it does after a while start to get to you. And I've noticed this on Twitter recently. There seems to be a lot of it going around at the moment, so I thought I'd share with you what I did to address my burnout. And I wouldn't say I'm over it. I still feel a little bit worn out. Still feel a little bit like like I want to do stuff, but yeah, it's just a bit awkward at the moment. So what I did was yesterday. Oh no, what day is it? It's Sunday, isn't it? On Friday evening, I decided to do something I've never done in my life before. I put myself way out of my comfort zone, and I went camping on my own in the middle of nowhere. I found some woods and just set up camp and spent the evening in the woods, which was really quite daunting to begin with, because as I say, I've never done this before, and my mind just goes overdrive in those situations where I'm thinking rapist, murderer, serial killer, mad farmer with shotgun, landowner, that type of thing, you know, every bad scenario. Oh, the worst one though is the Blair Witch, yeah, that film, on your own at night in the woods. Those sort of thoughts come flooding to your mind. So this is why I was like, this is really out of my comfort zone, but I felt like I had to do it. I felt like I had to disconnect for a little bit, even if it was only for, you know, the evening. Just I turned off Facebook. I'm off Facebook now, for a while at least. I took my phone with me so I could watch a film, but I did spend probably about half an hour just sitting in silence at one point, and just really sort of disconnecting and trying to just get my head back into a state where I could think. And it was really, really beneficial. Like, it really helped me. Like, I woke up in the morning, I felt so refreshed, had a really good night's sleep. All those scary thoughts that I had, somehow I just pushed them aside. Like, I actually just visualised, like what I did keep thinking of the Blair Witch. It's really annoying. I hate the Blair Witch, but I just visualised like that film in my mind in front of me, and then just slowly saw it pushing to the side, and sort of just joking about it, like yeah, fuck off. I'm not in the mood for you today, right now, right? And I did that with all these sort of thoughts that were coming into my mind, and kept clearing my mind like that. The beers also helped, in all honesty, as they always do. Just helped me relax, and I had a film, and I just chilled out in my hammock, swinging from a couple of trees, camouflaged to high heaven, and just kept telling myself the reality of the situation is, which is like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. No one knows I'm here. Witches, like paranormal activity. As much as I want it to be, as much as I'd like to believe it's there, until I see it, I'm very dubious. And I just kept that sort of mindset. It's a shame I didn't see any aliens actually, because that would have helped with my game. Could have just asked them for some advice, some storylines, maybe give them a chance to tell a story that isn't always so negative. You know, aliens always coming to invade Earth, to destroy us, to take over. But maybe that's the media. You know, maybe they've got good intentions. Maybe there's some nice aliens out there, but like maybe they just need an opportunity, a platform to tell their story. And I could have given that to them, but they didn't turn up that night. And I'm kind of thankful they didn't, because I'm not sure what I would have done. Probably just run away. But it was a really, really, really good night. Really, really interesting. I'm so glad I did it, because it just gave me the confidence to actually go and do it again at some point. And as I say, it just really helped clear my mind. And I think with mental well-being, we're at a point now where we're talking about it a lot more, which is fantastic. I still think we've got a long way to go. I think there's more we can do. And let's just be more open, more honest, and just tackling it face on. And I felt like I did that on Friday. And the reason I'm putting this video out there is, I'm no expert. I'm not sitting here claiming to be, but it really helped me, and it may help someone else. And I would advise it. Just even if you don't go to the extreme of camping overnight, just getting out in nature, leaving your device. Take your device with you, for safety reasons, because that gives you some confidence. But turn it off when you're in nature, and just do something without the interference of electronics. A book, a journal. I took my notepad with me. I wrote some stuff down around the game actually, which was kind of cool. Got a new angle for that, which came out of just sitting down and just thinking about that. And it wasn't easy, as I say, to some degree, but just visualising all those problems, all those niggles, pushing them aside, and just trying to focus on the now. And the reason, part of the reason this is easier for me to do at the moment is at work I am doing a meditation course, and this guy's been teaching us how to sort of how to meditate, which isn't all like little chimes and floating in the air with your legs crossed. It's actually just being in the now and focusing on that. And there's loads of techniques that you can do to help get into the now. And once you do that, you start to appreciate what's going on. And it sounds a bit hippie-fied, I know, but it does help. There's a book. Oh, I should have grabbed it. Oh yeah. Well, I've got two books actually. It came as a pack. This one reminds me of Black Books. I don't know if you've ever seen that comedy show with the Little Book of Sin, but there's the Little Book of Mindfulness. I'll put the proper book in the description as well, because it is good. This just has a load of like little snippets of techniques and phrases. I'm not a fan of all like the quotes, because I never remember them, and I always think yeah it sounds great when you're reading it, and a few hours later or a few minutes later I've forgotten it and never bring it up again. But yeah, I'll put the other book in, because that is handy. It comes with a CD. It's got the techniques for meditating as well, which is just audio. This is nothing extreme. It's not going to put you into a state of I don't know, I can't think of the word, but yeah, it's just trying to get on top of your mind and paying attention to it. And as a game developer, if you're watching this and you're struggling, as I say, I've seen a lot of it on Twitter, I think it's really important that you do just take a break, to be honest. I mean, it's a game at the end of the day. What I make as a game, I'd love it to be a business. I'm aiming for it to be a business, but making a game should be fun. It is fun, and like any hobby, job, whatever, especially in these circumstances where we've got COVID floating around us, it's really easy to get stuck in your bubble and let things get on top of you. And I don't want that to ruin game development for me. just isn't worth it. Like game dev for me is fun. I enjoy it, and long may it continue down that route. And that's what I'm going to be doing. It's just like focusing on my game, but not letting it take over, and not feeling guilty about ignoring it. I think that's the other thing I've done over the past. Is I feel guilty when I play another game, even if it's for like 15 minutes. I feel like I should be getting on with my game, not playing another game. And I've got to stop that. I've got to get out of that mindset. You know, I can get this game done in reasonable time without putting that. You know, the only pressure that's on this game is coming from me. It's not coming from anybody else. So I just need to get on top of that. Anyway, I've been rambling for far too long. I might interject some videos of my camp trips, some photos of that. But yeah, again, I think last point is, if you're feeling a bit burnt out, if you're lacking creativity, if you're tired, honestly, my opinion, after my Friday experience, best thing is to do is just step away, disconnect from all electronics, and go back to the basics. And just remember, like, this is fun. It should be fun. So, yeah, all the best, guys. I'm hoping next week I have some more updates on the game. There's some other news going on as well. I don't want to say anything just yet because still trying to. Well, I need to have the conversation first. But yeah, I'm hoping there's going to be some interesting stuff coming up for me shortly. Yeah. Till next time. Bye bye.